welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. In this video, we are going to look at how we can verify this trigonometric identity, or how we can prove that 1 minus sine theta plus cosine of theta over 1 minus sine theta is equal to 1 plus sine theta plus cos of theta over cosine theta. Proving trigonometric identities can be fun, but at the same time can be challenging. But in this video, I'll just give you the best strategies, supplementing the rest of other videos. Please, if you haven't looked at other videos, there are more other interesting videos where I show you how you can verify trigonometric identities. So please check them out. So in this video, I want you to notice that in the denominator, we have 1 minus sine theta, and where we want to go, it's just cosine of theta. And then also the numerator is just almost the same, but the difference is in here with a minus and then a positive. So having this in the denominator, which is my 1 minus sine, and then on the right hand side we have cos. Now this gives you an idea on how you can eliminate this part to simplify to go to cos. And the best strategy here is to think of looking at kind of a conjugate of this. Multiply it up and down, because you will not have changed anything, and then the bottom part will simplify to something like cos squared theta. So let's try to see how you can quickly do that. So what we are going to do is to have this cosine of theta, and then the denominator is 1 minus sine of theta. Then think about its conjugate, multiply it into 1 plus sine of theta, then multiply the same to avoid changing the meaning, which is 1 plus sine of theta. So when we get here, observe that we can condense the denominator, difference of two squares. A squared minus b squared is equal to a minus b into a plus b. You can observe that we have used this property in many of the videos, and so that means that it is always a good character to know some of these properties. So when we go up, let's just open up the bracket. So I'm going to use this bracket to open up this big one, and so I'm beginning with 1 into the whole of this, it remains. So that's going to be 1 minus sine of theta plus cosine of theta. And then I'm going to use this to open up that, and so this is a positive, so this is going to be plus sine of theta, that is sine into 1 sine theta, sine into minus sine square sine, it becomes minus sine squared of theta, and then sine into that, it gives us plus sine of theta cos of theta, and that is the top part. And this is over the difference of two squares here, which can be condensed to 1 minus sine of squared of theta, because this would be 1 squared, but it's the same as just 1. So when we get here, we can condense the top part and also simplify some stuff up. We can notice that sine cancels with minus sign here, and so we get 1 this has gone. Then we have plus cos of theta, and then minus sine squared of theta, then plus sine of theta, then cos of theta, everything over. We also recall that sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta is equal to 1. So in other words, cos squared theta is equal to 1 minus sine squared of theta, and so that means I can substitute for the denominator, and this can give me cos squared of theta. So we are getting there. So the upper part, or the numerator, observe that there is a 1 minus sine squared theta, which you can again also eliminate by using this identity here. And so basically, which means that 1 and minus squared theta can be replaced with cos squared of theta, then plus cos theta plus sine of theta, cos of theta, everything over cos of squared theta. We are getting close. Observe that everywhere there is cos, we can factorize that out, and so this will give us cos into here we have 1, then plus we have removed one cos here, so that means we have sine of theta, then plus we have removed one cos here, so we remain with cos of theta, and then everything over cos squared of theta. And so one cos will cancel here, and so that takes us to our verification, that 1 minus sine theta plus cosine of theta over 1 minus sine of theta is equal to 1 plus sine of theta plus cos of theta, everything over cos of theta. As simple as this. So observe that this is very easy. All trigonometric proofs are very easy for as long as you know where you begin and how you proceed. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, and